Welcome to Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. This podcast delivers insights on what makes businesses, teams, and people successful based on real-life business experiences. Following a career with America's largest associations, JP Murray founded the Murray Company, one of Washington, D.C.'s most successful consulting firms. The company was acquired successfully and enabled him to launch JP Murray Racing, a business development and sponsorship agency for auto racing teams. Here is JP.
Hello there, it's JP Murray. Welcome to the Push to Pass podcast and video simulcast. Hey man, we've got a podcast for entrepreneurs and race teams. We'll talk about the challenges and the triumphs that come with the territory. Today's episode is about stress, about the unknown, and about empathy. And all of these areas have come up recently in my work around racing sponsorships. Frankly, a fairly new part of my 4-decade-long professional career. I've been blessed to be able to focus on this part of the business, but that doesn't mean every single moment is a breeze or is easy, happy, and fun. So let's talk about this episode. It's not going to be a dark one at all. And frankly, I think this one is about hope for you and the people that you work with. Let's start by discussing stress. In a world with catchphrases like stress-free, avoid stress, it's important to recognize the value that tension brings to our lives. It's not just about finding ways to escape it, but understanding how stress can be a catalyst for growth and improvement. Stress can be a mirror, allowing us to reflect on what could have been done better in the things that we can control. So if I'm stressed out, I've found that a number of factors are likely present. I could have been better prepared. I could have had improved planning, or I might be just going through a new experience. Of course, I would be stressed out a little bit. So if we can look back and review a stressful period, it's likely that we can get better for it. Think of stress as the necessary tension in business for growth. Just like a muscle needs stress to grow, so do we. Pushing our capacity and learning from stress that we encounter enables us to become our best and our most useful selves to our clients and our race teams and our friends. One recommendation is then to consider stress as an after-operation assessment. After a challenging experience, ask yourself, what could we do better next time? This mindset not only helps you learn and adapt, but improves you continuously moving forward. After stress, you've got uncertainty. Man, this is something that can paralyze entrepreneurs or even keep them from becoming entrepreneurs. The fact that you don't know how things are going to happen may keep you from moving forward. So one of the biggest challenges that I had was the uncertainty that comes from work in the business landscape as an entrepreneur or launching your own business. You simply don't know if things are going to work out. And you've got this fallacy that if you're in a larger entity and you're not running the shop, everybody knows everything, and that you're protected from business uncertainty, and nothing could be farther from the truth. The fact is, every business has unknowns, even the largest and the most established ones. And if there is certainty, and there's this hubris around certainty that we know the best and we know what's going to happen, and we're the experts, I can almost guarantee that arrogance over time in business will mean doom eventually for that brand and that company. So here's the thing. Fear often creeps in when we're facing uncertainty, leading to reluctance to take the necessary actions or to launch. And what I've found over time is that action and the things that we can control often determines what will happen next. Non-action assures decline. So the unknown will always be there, but every day you perform, you learn more. The unknown starts to be less important. It doesn't have a hold on you. It just becomes another factor in business. You're not certain what's going to happen. But you may likely over time become better at things like strategy to limit the impact of uncertainty and to minimize it. You'll never remove it completely. Folks, your ability to move past uncertainty and the unknown and begin stacking experiences and learning from them one after another eventually becomes decades of experience and knowledge. Less is unknown and your knowledge is increasing. Uncertainty becomes something that you're accustomed to. Finally, chat about empathy a little bit. I had a boss one day that told me every person walks into the workplace or a work situation with an invisible backpack. It carries history and scars and wonderful memories, anxiety, love. You can't see any of it, and it could change from a daily basis of what's in there. And that's the challenge. We often look at things only from our perspective. So when we're facing a problem, maybe with a colleague, a prospective race sponsor that's not getting back to you, a driver that's challenging to work with, crew members, whatever it is, remember that you have no idea what is in their backpack at that time. But if you can be familiar with that, you can start to have empathy. And when you find out that there may be something in their backpack, you can lend them a hand if you can. You can help them find better tools. You can be a better leader, a better colleague, and a better person to work with. Folks, I want to thank you for listening. Check out the JP Murray Racing Studio on YouTube. I put up content almost every single day for you. I'm grateful to spend time with you, and I look forward to speaking next week on the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray. So long, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Push to Pass podcast with JP Murray, a discussion about business, racing, sports, and life. If you would like to sponsor Push to Pass, send an email to jp@jpmurray.com. Follow JP on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. His website is jpmurray.com. Until next time, push yourself to pass the competition. Thanks for listening.